Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for them to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. Arsenal beat Leicester City 1-0 for the King Power Stadium, will be the home to Leicester City faithful. The sweetest thing about the match is say Arsenal dominated proceedings from the beginning to the end. Again, from the first half, we created a lot of chances. We got 2 goals disallowed. In short, the goal we can sweep everybody. Now the goal with Trossard can score. We collect ball from the box 18 there, but that's one of the defender back, just move. Boom, and the ball enter last angle. These are some of the things where some people they criticize in Keta, where they give them constructive criticism, say know they do, and I concur with that, because these are some of the things where people like Gabriel Jesus they do, like holding the ball, dribble people, create chance for yourself, boom. Educator hardly does all those kind of things. So we did very happy when we see the lineup. I will constantly say Leandro Trossard 9 even though he was not solely in that number 9, as in he was just a bit flexible here and there. Gets in with Martinelli because they swap that position, so you know if he talks in this particular person did or this particular person did there. So we're very happy, guys. We play everything, like we dominated them to the point to be say Leicester not really do anything. Kelechi Iheanacho will be their striker, was isolated up front. Get people like Jimmy Vardy where they can't come inside for the second half because they can't put senior men, Tillemans, because they enter. Even people like Jimmy Madison self, you know, even play. So that one self, that's they're saying get knocked. Like I just stay happy with the way we play, because normal Arsenal where we know they go do good in the first half. Before you know, second half they no go do good again. But this one, first half, second half, we controlled all the proceedings. Get until Martinelli self come bust net immediately. They start the second half. So that one, though I try and score the goal, you can't step on his leg, come like say get one kind of, but still shrug him off, still continue to the play. And I get one experiment where I talk about say the day we go see maybe the likes of Jorginho and Thomas Partey playing at the same time. You get say that day how you go be, say you go mad gone, and yesterday Ateta come like say Ateta they in sync with the way me I did think. So Ateta come experiment and get they come out Odegaard, come put in Partey, get so come get 3 senior strong men for the middle of the park. Come get, imagine the lineup of Granit Xhaka, Jorginho and Partey for the middle of the park. Where you want pass, you get I want take over pass, like highest you go do long ball, you get. So as I see that thing, I just smile, I just say this Ateta and tactician, you get, because we are expecting him to do a change for like come on Partey, bring in Partey, but come on Jorginho, but I think outside the box, just put down. You can't follow for what you call stabilize the midfield. Sure, when me and my friends watch my Partey the enter, say stabilize that you only. I was very happy that yesterday. So at the end of the day, Arsenal win 1. So Man City self played their own match against Bournemouth. Man City self, I think they won 4-1 or thereabout. So the gap between we and them is still 2 points. So I think our next match now will determine whether we'll go 5 points clear ahead of them, because our next match now we'll be playing an Everton side match first to get, and in a couple of days now that one will happen. So once we win that match at the Emirates Stadium, we will go 5 points clear ahead of Man City. There's no outstanding match. 2 of us will come play equally for them. Match 4 to get, we'll come play our next match. And as we will play, I will keep a keen eye on Man City, because I'm expecting them to drop points on that day. And if you ask me why, I'll say because they are playing against a Newcastle United. We all know what happened in the first leg, and Newcastle no be decided they easy to beat. Even with the red card, they still play Liverpool for the last match they play. So this time around they go the para, depending on what they play for this weekend now for the final. I think it's maybe on Sunday, that's today, then they go play the final with Manchester United. If they win, they go there in high spirit and very high momentum to play against this Man City side. But for me, I'm not expecting them to win, because they will play with their 3rd choice goalkeeper, Iscarius. I believe them to that Iscarius. I will tell you they call the guy name. That guy will betray Liverpool, so I think they will use, because their 1st choice goalkeeper has collected a red card, that's Nick Pope. Then the 2nd choice Dubravka is cup tied because he played with Manchester United. So a lot of things are against them. So using this Judas Iscariot, I don't know, that Iscariot na AKO, his name na Clarius. So that's what it just be. So let's proceed. So away from that, so for the media settings, so Ateta self when they come and say, talk about Leandro Trossard. So the back of the talk say Trossard had an amazing game as a false 9 for us, because Ateta don't look this Leicester side. Come talk say how he go take deploy in play. I think come talk say he come out because in case I get knocked according to him. So come say in case I stay for the bench. They come say okay, they go play Martinelli and Trossard will play a very, very flexible 9 position. Sometimes Martinelli will enter there so that to confuse the opponent. Then sometimes Trossard will be there. So the way they start, it will put Trossard there, make you see how the response will be. If the response will be too much, Trossard will drift, carry the center back, come on. Martinelli will slot in there. But at the end of the day, you just pay me, say that goal with Trossard score, there's no counter. He pay me, go say Ben White go the goalkeeper hand. What is the goalkeeper hand for? You get? I don't just understand. Just scatter that beautiful goal will make me jump up. You get? So well, it is what it is. So just be happy for that new tactics. It shows Arteta is looking for new ways to reinvent the wheel. It gets confuse your opponent. It gets not let them know you say this is the only formation you want to use. This is the particular thing he always does. No, sometimes you confuse them so I don't know what they do. And a part of the thing so they always advise for this show with our panelists and Arteta self don't they implement some of all these things. You can't always be putting out the same 11. And this is one of the strong advocates of this Trossard for number 9, 7, and even Ogama Blues, because you always saying make them try that Trossard there. Let us see what he's doing, because people forget that Trossard played 9 for Brighton. He gets he understand that very well. And at the same time, Arsenal don't they prep Martinelli for that 9 position. So instead don't understand that very well. And for the fact that for me, I would say in case I get burnt out, even though Arteta saying I knock, so that's why they keep him. I don't believe saying you're the saving phase. For me personally, in case I don't get any, I'm burnt out in get. That's why last just see how everything be. So I just like as the match goes, sha. So even Brendan Rodgers don't come and say I call talk about the match at the end. Can they give his own post-match analysis? So Baba call talk say Arsenal played very well. In short, say Arsenal they a level above them. Say the scoreline gets no really interpret how the match go. If you look the match, they say Arsenal play 1-0. You go to say maybe Arsenal struggle. That match would have easily ended 5-0 or 6-0. You get, but just the unfortunate for us, say we don't get the last pass. That last pass, it was really wanting. You get, by the end of the day, we take our 3 points, and there were some questionable calls in the match, like that with Suter when he draw Bukayo Saka that we referee no give penalty. They say I don't even know whether VAR check himself because I don't even see anything get so well. But just take him say that's so it be. I think I say those calls, so thank God say affect the overall scoreline again. So no just talk about that because maybe like say every time now they complain about the referee. So at the end of the day, we are very grateful for our 3 points. William Saliba self come and say as we did say we just ignore the outside doubters. Get say no outside noise is allowed. Now the instruction we don't get say no listen to the naysayers. Get just focus on what the coach is telling you. Focus on your game. Don't worry, if we the fans we help you monitor Man City, then we will check them. Because at normal level you can't be a fan and say only Arsenal match you go watch. Directly or indirectly, consciously or unconsciously, you go look that Man City, enter with the one play. You go, even if you don't watch the match, you go look the results. Get and something you know if you do without. Get themselves will be play. I'm not talking about friends who be Chelsea, Man U fans now. But the play, they will tell me say CHUKS now go lose. I will say no yawa now. I will say it go be. If we win, I will say don't say. If there's some player tell us say at the prediction they go knock on at 2-0 at the banter level and normal level. So that's so it will be get. So yesterday, Arsenal hand Zinchenko the captain badge for the match. So many people call the wonder, so what is up? Why is Zinchenko going to be Arsenal captain? What's he do with the guard? So from the information why they hear, now even with the guard, not even like give us okay, let us mark the 1-year war. You get, because I think the war started February 24, 2022. So yesterday come make a 1 year where that war still there on. So that's just a way to I don't know how the English will take qualifier. Maybe not solidarity with the war people or just remember the fallen heroes. I don't know how I'll put it, but that's the main reason why we wear the badge. So our hearts goes out to all the Ukrainian soldiers who they fight for this war. Even Arteta self when they talk say it is a shame. Say that Trossard goal was cancelled. When that goes sweet. Say it's a big shame because the guy really fought for that goal and he played very well. He should deploy the tactics so Arteta carry and continue to do this false 9 for the first time. What they put on there say come and try this and let us see how you perform, and he did excellently well. He gave the assist that led to Martinelli's goal, and if you say you go constant, it could have been a 5-star match performance. Give him the man of the match. You get, so it's just unfortunate. At the same time, I think that's what they talk about Jorginho and Trossard, the new people they bring in and the way they don't settle in seamlessly, like very easy. They understand the tactics, they just settle in very well. Just be very happy for the boys say that they play according to instruction, doing all the right things. Even at the end, can't get one week on the scatter every way. Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba can't get one altercation. So Saliba even push up. So we never really get clarity on what's really soft. Like just speculations, different reasons that they hear online, but I never see any concrete reason. That's why I cannot tell you anything now. But no, just wait. But I don't get clearer information. I will let you know because something really triggers Saliba for him to push him regardless when he gets verbal altercation with him. So we know what is up. Don't after the match, we know what is up later. At the same time, Ateta called the talk for the media set and say Fabio Vieira they give him headache for training. Say the guy don't get ready to play for Arsenal now. Physically, he's up there because they prep him again because we know say the physicality level of the EPL cannot be compared to that of the Portuguese League. Portuguese League just be like the way I think I don't touch me, not stay me. But for EPL, they whine, they go keep you. So the guy don't prep him, he don't do gym, you get so he don't bulk up. So the call the talk say he's ready now. He's knocking on the door furiously. You get he's knocking. So anytime soon we need him, Ateta to introduce him. Odegaard don't drop in performance small. Odegaard if you don't get burn out, you never can tell. He needs a breather. You get even if now one match, or even if now maybe a whole second half, or even if now first half you go sacrifice him instead of Benjamin. Second half, you now bring him in. You see the match you go play against Everton, but match first. Expect a very, very huge physical match. That is why I did very, very happy to say the likes of Thomas Partey don't recover. So in that match, if we just deploy Thomas Partey and deploy Granit Xhaka, deploy Jorginho, you get even deploy Odegaard, John. Look for how we go take do all this play because that match expect times 2 of what happened for the first leg, and they will sit more and more deeper because they know they are traveling away from home to a very, very hostile environment, the Emirates Stadium, a fortress that we know. So for this place, they go on play deep and bring all their physicality. But I never know that Dominic Calvert-Lewin said don't recover because him be they injured. I go check the last match they play. Might see whether the guy they involved because I know after our match he can't go injury. So if he no day, then that long ball tactics to a dominant center forward, no go work again. So. And if coming days will match first, wait till today's date. Match first now, it don't happen, so we'll just watch. Jamie Redknapp said, don't come outside, call the talk, say Arsenal, they play very, very well. Say Arsenal is just trying to pile more pressure on Man City to make sure say them break Man City resolve. And by the time we Arsenal can win against Everton, I can go 5 points clear. The pressure will be very, very huge. Which means if Arsenal first Man City play, Arsenal will come 8 points ahead. Man City will continue to play, they'll come get pressure to win because they don't say they don't win or then draw. Issue don't did. So game on. Let's just see how things are going. For Arsenal now, it's about 14 games to go. You get for Man City, it's 13 games to go. So we'll just see how everything will end. This frantic ending, you get. We'll just see how everything will finish. So away from that, even Pep Guardiola can come outside for a media conference when they talk some kind of things. For the talk say now time don't reach to separate the men from the boys because Europa League will still start. Arsenal go to play Europa League, they play League. Man City go play Champions League, they play League. So there will be a lot of distractions. And now you go set your priority. Do you want the League or do you want the Europa League? Do you want the League or do you want the Champions League? So now Baba Conrad say Arsenal go drop points. They themselves they go drop points because of the two. Like I told you, people say we will play like 7 games in 23 days or thereabouts. So we'll play every 3 to 4 days. So all these things might take a toll on the player. Burnouts will come in, fatigue will come in. So players, teams are likely to drop points. Pep can talk say Arsenal will drop, City will drop. Now the person will drop lesser points, then go end up winning the league, and I concur to that. So we will try say our first 11, our second 11, everybody is brought to the fray. All hands should be on deck to make sure say we sail this ship to the promised land too. Let's see how things continue to work out for us. Even Danny Murphy himself, when they echo what he at the talk say Trossard as a first line for Arsenal was very, very amazing. It was brilliant. It was a very, very nice idea where Ateta inculcates. Forget say Ateta will come for a press conference and say we are not changing Eddie. Though I'm not saying I'm not excuse in use to bring in Trossard, but with the performances of Trossard that yesterday, I believe so for the match against Everton, we should be expecting a Trossard up front there playing his first 9. Martinelli said good day for the flank, so definitely swap position you get to confuse the opposition. You don't go know who you go mark directly. That is why it's called a false 9. You'll be seeing Martinelli there, but Martinelli is not actually the number 9. The main 9 is a Trossard. That is why it's called false 9 to confuse you. I just like that English in the bust my brain, and for the fact say what is working for us, that make me happy because that Trossard left and right shots. Boom! Oh, Wally. So my dear football lovers, if you don't watch yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. Go see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So start you signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and get out.